Hello, welcome back to the Games Kingdom. My name's Carl King and today we're going to be looking at a new gaming accessory that's been brought out called Pickup. That's P''KUP, and you can get them by going onto their website, which is www.getpkup.com. So what is Pickup? Well, it is available in both black and white, and it's basically a handheld plunger, and you use it to pick up your cards. Now this just doesn't pick up one at a time, it'll pick up multiple, and also in some cases it will pick up a whole deck of cards. Now that might seem a bit of a strange claim to make for such a small item, and also the fact that if you've got surface area that is connected to one card, why would it pick up multiples after that? Well, we'll get onto that in a minute, but this is, as I say, a ingenious new product which has been brought out to help people who have difficulties both picking cards up if they've got things like hand mobility issues, you know, arthritis or other things of that sort of ilk, or just if you don't like to sort of pick up cards and bend them, and also if your table surface is not conducive at the time that you're playing the game to pick up cards easy. You can use these, plonk it down, pick up a card or multiple of cards, and sort of put them back into your hand, pick them up for shuffling, pick up your discard piles. So all those sorts of things you can use for this product Pickup. So as I say, how does it work? Well, just randomly I've got some cards here that I've got from a particular free set of cards for the game Flesh and Blood, and I got these free with a magazine. So they came in one of these sort of free foil packs. So as you can see here, I've opened that just before the video, and we'll sort of just spread these cards out, and then we'll leave a few in a pile like this, and we'll use both of these tools to sort of demonstrate. But as you can see there, that's picked up one easy. You plonk that down, it picks a second one, it picks a third one, and then if you want to release, you just press the top. It's got a release mechanism on the top there, and then you can pick them all back up and drop them down again. So it'll pick up that stack quite easily. Depending on how sort of slidey the cards are, you might find that one or two might drop off, but pretty much this works with all sorts of cards, including sleeved ones. So as I say, we've got that deck there. Now this is a few cards that I've got from a game of mine called Terrors of London. I don't know if any of you have known that, but we've got, as you can see here, these are sleeved. So we'll do the same with these. So again, that's picked that up, the second one, the third one, and the fourth one, and then you can drop them off by pressing that. And then we've got the deck here, so let's see how this one goes, and that picks them up and you can drop them back down. So as I say, you've got these sort of cards. We'll spread a few of these out. We'll take the black one this time. So again, it helps if you're trying to pick them up and they're all in the same sort of direction, but they will do multiple directions, so you can do that, and then potentially, let's try, so it will pick them up and then you can drop them back down again. These are some of the cards that you get with them. These are the player cards, so that, as you can see there, they're a bit thicker, but they will still pick those up as well. And obviously there's 4 of those there. These haven't been sleeved, they're just, as I say, your player cards, and that picks, you know, picks those up, drops them back down when you press the top, drops it back down. So as I say, it's an ingenious product really for something that you would think, well, why would I use it? But I've started to use this in some of the games that I played this week before sort of demonstrating on this video, and I must say, yeah, it's come in handy. You just sit there and you just want to pick something up, you can press it and they'll all fall off. So, you know, pick up one card, press it, comes off, So you know, you've got a very nice little product. So as I say, not just for people to use as a sort of gimmick, but it will help people who have some issues, as I say, with their hands to pick up cards. A gentleman I work with suffers with MS, and I showed him this video, and he said, well, I play cards at home, I might have a look at that, and he did, and within 10 minutes he'd bought some. So you know, it really does sort of resonate with a lot of people, and not just you know, people who think, oh yeah, it's a nice little thing to have, but yeah, it is, and it will come in extremely handy trying to pick stuff up off certain table surfaces and things like that, and you know, picking up sort of, as I say, pick up multiple cards and drop them back down. So you know, it's it's not a cheap product for what it is. I think it costs about 18-19 English pounds, but I think they're also doing a deal where you can buy 2 and basically get 3 for the price of 2. So as I say, go onto their website and check it out if you think that this is something that's going to sort of help you play games and a lot more easily, and especially if you're a lover of card games and you find it difficult to, as I say, pick stuff up. It will also pick up larger items. So as you can see here, I'm giving it the Games Kingdom Royal Seal of Approval for this particular product, because I just believe that it's an ingenious little thing that's going to help so many people play games better and enjoy games where, as I say, there's lots of cards or few cards to pick up, but they're having difficulty doing that. This thing will be a boon to a lot of people out there who want to play and continue to play games and may have some issues, as I say, either with their hands or with a table surface or just with the cards themselves. You know, if they're a bit slippery, you know, these things will work on the back of you know, sort of foil cards. You know, you've got all sorts of things. As I say, here's one that you can see here that's got, you know, bits of foil on it, and it'll still pick that up quite easily. So it's you know, a product that I think is going to get a lot more exposure over the coming weeks, months and years. And yeah, get this in your stores. If you've got a little gaming store, you know, you could sell a few of these, and hopefully, you know, some people will be selling these at gaming conventions and bits and pieces. But if not, and you do want one, as I say, try www.getpkup.com, and you can have a look at their website, where also there's some other sort of videos on there that they've done themselves, and some recommendations and other reviews. So yeah, comes in black and white currently at the minute. It would be nice maybe if they did a set, maybe in some sort of colours, so that if you've got a player colour, you know, comes with a, you know, a lot of games these days come with player colour pieces and meeples and whatever, and you've got some maybe in red, blue, green, yellow, and a few other colours. That could be quite nice. But yeah, black and white does the trick. And yeah, and you get your nice little case to put them in. There's a nice little piece of foam in the bottom of the case to stop the suction part of it getting damaged when you're storing it, and it's travelling and it's rattling around. It's not hitting you know, solid cardboard or whatever. It's got a nice cushioned thing in the bottom. So they've really thought about the packaging of these things as well. And as I say, you keep them in these tubes, and it'll stop them getting dirty and sort of bashed about, and the suction cups being damaged. And yeah, this is how they come in these little boxes, and then you take them out and you've got your little tubes. And as I say, you know, you've got an excellent, nice little additional tool that will help a lot of people out, and also it's a nice little thing that you can just use when you're playing games just for the fun of it. And at the end of the day, playing games should all be about fun, and I think this just adds to the little sort of fun element in games, where you can sort of literally press this down and people will go, oh wow, what's that, you know, and just show it off, sort of thing. You know, pick up your cards one at a time or multiple just by giving it a little press, and then you can pick up as I say, your hand of cards, or just a few bits and pieces here and there, and you know, other things on the table. It'll pick up, you know, as I say, sort of bits of paper and laminated sheets such as this. Yeah, if you think this is something that's going to help you out, or you just want one to sort of play around with and use in your games, you can pick up, as I say, a set of 3 for a very reasonable price from their website. And yeah, it's nice. It's a nice little product. So go and check them out and pick up your own pickup. And until we do another one of these, it's bye for now.